Welcome to the Daily Coffee Pro by Mapper Forward, friends. I'm your host, Lee Safar, and today on the podcast, we are talking about the difference between confidence and ego when it comes to small business ownership. And in a second, I will tell you why this is rather important right now. But before we do, our presenting sponsor for this episode of the podcast is the Coffee Consultants Mastermind Group. We have just announced a new opening for a 6-week program. It is open to 12 people. It is starting on the 3rd week of July. So if you're interested, head to mapperforward.org/group coaching, check out the details and consider joining if you are thinking about pivoting into a career as a consultant in the coffee industry. It is a well-paying career and it is one that you can do from your home, whether you're in lockdown or not. So consider jumping on that today. So today on the podcast, ego versus confidence, or confidence versus ego as a small business owner. This is something that we are talking about extensively in our entrepreneurship and life currencies mastermind group right now. And we have had some fascinating discussions around this because going to market can have, or the success of going to market has a lot to do with how you present as a business owner. Are you confident? And do you have confidence in your confidence? Or are you somebody who is going to fake it till you make it and just purely come from ego? If you don't know the difference between the two, I would invite you to head to Instagram and take a look at your coffee brands, the coffee brands that you follow. Take a look at the influencers that you follow. And I want you to start asking some questions that challenge the integrity of those brands. And very quickly, you'll come to see the difference between businesses that are run by people who have real confidence versus that are faking it until they make it. Now, having that confidence is not something that is built by anybody quickly. So typically what you'll see is you'll have a higher proportion of small business owners that are opening their businesses for the first time that are faking it till they make it. You'll start to see people with a lot of bravado. They're trying to tell you what you should like and what you shouldn't like. Anybody who is a gatekeeper that is doing product reviews, that is telling you what you should like and what you shouldn't like, that is telling you that this brand is good and this brand is not good. Anyone who has that kind of inclination is coming from a place of ego. What they're telling you is that they know better than anybody else, and they're going to establish their influence in the industry by talking shit about certain other brands, because that's rewarded in our culture today. So that is one way of identifying a brand that's built by ego rather than actual confidence. Now, a brand that's really built with confidence in the confidence that they've got, means that they can stand by their product, they have product guarantees, they listen to their customers, they are open to feedback, they will happily speak about vulnerability with strength. They don't see vulnerability as a weakness. They're not trying to tell you what you have to like. They're not trying to convince you that even though you don't need our product, you have to have our product. They're not going to lie to you or manipulate you. All of that is done from ego. It's not done from confidence. Small business owners that do move into business with confidence know what it is to fail. They know what it is to fall and have to get back up. And when you have gone through that process, you don't go to talk shit about other people because you understand what it was like to have fallen down and be on your face and have to get back up and rebuild things. You're not interested in destroying others. You're not interested in plucking other people apart so that you're the last man left standing, to borrow a phrase. Small business owners that come from confidence, they run their own race. They build a product, they find customers, they do their due diligence, they have customer acquisition plans, and before they go to market, they can tell you why their business is going to succeed. And why? Well, because they've done the work to prove their concept. They have confidence in knowing, well, I've done my R&D and I've done my due diligence. I know how I'm going to find my customers. I have created a customer acquisition plan and I know what avenues I'm going to use to market or find those customers and sell to them. That's confidence versus ego, where you're just like throwing shit up against the wall and seeing what's going to stick. That's ego. So, might be a little unpopular to hear, and I'm totally okay with that. This is not a place that you come to get dessert for dinner. This is a place where you come for thought-provoking content that's relevant to our industry. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you something to think about, because I would like to see more small business owners start in our industry with confidence rather than ego. Peace, love, and peanut butter, friends. Have an amazing rest of your day.